Hey, what's going on, you guys? Today we're playing WorldBox 1 versus 100. What makes it so special today is we're going to take that one person, we're going to give him every good trait that we can. That means that he's going to be smart, he's going to be strong, he's going to be all that, but he's only one person. The other colony, the other kingdom, is going to have 100 people to start out with. That's going to be huge. That means that they're going to spread like crazy. But how far will they spread? How quickly can the other kingdom get up and going? I mean, it's... Yeah, I mean, I'm not really sure what's going to happen, but stick around and find out. All right, and here it is. We got our two kingdoms. We got one god over here. That's what I'm going to call him because he has all these positive, attributes to him. Versus 100 normies. Immediately before I can even get 100 down, they already made a king. But no buildings have been built. I went ahead and I paused it right away so that there's a fair fight. Before we go on, let me go ahead and give this guy everything he needs. All right, here they are, everything from fire immunity to freeze to poison immunity. He's strong, he's wise, hell, he's a genius, he has a sign of wealth, and he's ambitious. Plus, he's agile. Look at all that. This guy is going to be amazing. All right, let's sit back. I'm going to let it go 100 years, and then they're going to fight each other. We do have wars off right now, so they can't fight. Right away, the one person by himself gets a fire up and gets a 10 up for himself, starts to expand his kingdom. Oh, and then he popped out a second person. The normies are still sitting at 100 people. Doesn't really seem like they know what to do. A lot of them are just standing there. They have two houses between 100 of them. They do have a dock already, though, so that's really cool. The normies have split off into a second town. They're starting to expand. And they've got houses built. They actually beat the gods to that. But the gods are expanding. They're expanding quick. They're already up to 9 people. Oh, and the gods got unlucky. Apparently they're not very good gods because they got struck with lightning. Started to burn away some of their area, but they're repairing. They lost a couple people. I don't really know how because they are fireproof. And there it is. The normies finally got their second person. Even though they've expanded all the way out here. It looks like they're getting a town hall up right here. Yeah, there it is, the town hall. It looks like the normies are really starting to take off now. They're up 26 people and growing. I mean, they're growing really, really fast. They have basic houses. Looks like they have tier 2 houses now. I believe that's what that is. The normies are taking off. They've already taken over probably a third to half of the map. And the gods are struggling. They've been hit a couple times by lightning, but they are up to 30 people now. Oh, and it looks like the gods are the first ones to get farms going. Makes sense, they're smart, they figured it out early. Of course, they have their dock up now, and they're expanding pretty quick. They're about to hit 40 people. They got a second village, it looks like, or possibly a third. And there it is, the normies do have a farm, and they have roads now, but they still have a lot of tents that they're dealing with. Sure, they're getting another town hall set up here, but does it really matter if they're still sitting in tents? They need to upgrade those. Alright, let's take a look at the armies. What do they have other than all of their skills? Nothing. They are bare fists. They don't even have sticks yet. Let's take a look at the army of the other people, the normies. They've got wooden swords, so they're definitely more advanced. Looks like pretty much everybody has a sword. That's definitely a little scary because they have a lot more people. They're pushing 200, and they've got half the map right now. Probably gonna have 2/3. All right, we're at the halfway point. Let's see what the gods have. The gods have figured out transport boats, which is huge. Of course, the farms. They're up to housing tier 3. They have knowledge gain 1. That's pretty big. And then a few other things. The normies are even more advanced. Wow, maybe it's just because of all the people, but they have housing tier 4. I'm actually a little surprised by that. Plus, they're making armor. Okay, wow, and mining efficiency, so they're kind of killing it. Let's see if the gods can catch up. And I looked away for a second, then the gods suddenly just passed 100 people. They're cruising. They do have their transport ships ready to go. That's going to be important for war, but a lot of the war is going to be on the front right here, because it looks like the normies took over 50%, probably closer to 60%, maybe even 70% of all the land. So the gods' technology will really have to help out. We are already 58 years in, so they only have 42 years to go. Oh, this is the first one I've seen. The gods, they have mines. Do the normies have mines? It does not appear so, but they do have mining efficiency, so where are all their mines? And there it is. The gods now have 200 people. They're growing quickly on the normies. The normies are only at 220. And the gods just made another village. They're taking the last spot for themselves. But I think that the normies have a lot more soldiers. Let's see. They don't. The gods have more soldiers. I don't know if the normies have a chance here. I looked away for 1 second, and the normies have fallen behind. They're sitting at 225 population. They can't quite figure out how to get more people. Meanwhile, the gods are now at 260. At this rate, they're going to slaughter them. Look at this. They've got stone buildings. Their farms are looking good. They've got level 4. Oh, that's a fire. Well, sorry, man. I can't interfere. You guys are gods. Put it out. Wow, those sneaky devils. The gods have even come over here to this tiny island and grabbed it. The normies. All you have to do is cross here, man. That's such a tiny strait. I mean, it's shallow water except for this last little bit. I don't get it. You could have done it. Now the gods are at 300 people, and the normies are still sitting at 225. This is interesting. Even though they're gods, they're strong, they're smart, all that, they have no weapons, and they've been mining for a while. They don't have any armor, anything like that. Meanwhile, the weapons over here may not be much, but they have some bows, and those are going to be huge. They might be able to annihilate the gods from a distance. I've just realized what I did. It is almost year 100. I'm going to go ahead and pause it for a sec. If you look over here, when I first gave the gods their traits, I had energized on, which is a chance to spawn lightning on death. So any that's why I kept on getting lightning strikes and fires. So any that are still alive from the original, when we go to war, there's about to be a lot of fires and a lot of lightning strikes. It'll definitely make it interesting. Alright, it is year 100. It's January. We ended up with 223 people versus 332. So there's almost 100 more gods, even though we started with almost 100 more normies. So that's it's definitely incredible. And there's another fire. Oh well, we'll deal with it in a sec. Like I said, when they go to war, any of the originals that are still alive, they have a chance to burst into flames when a lightning strikes on them when they die. So this will be interesting. Before we get started, it looks like the gods have a crap ton more people in their army. This might be a slaughter, if I'm honest. But I have faith in the normies. The gods still are carrying no weapon and no armor. The normies are carrying bows for the most part, so they can shoot them from a range. Alright, they are at war with each other. Immediately they start running in. The top and the bottom. It makes sense they want to take this spot, but the gods are charging in. I mean, look at this. Oh, and one of them died in a lightning struck. Burned down that house. Oh, they're taking it so quickly, it's not even funny. Look at this. And it's gone, and it's gone, and it's gone. There's only 50 normies left. This is a slaughter. I don't think I've ever seen a race get defeated this quickly. They're leaving fire behind them as they die. The normies are holding back. They're holding off. And it's over. Jesus Christ. I think that was 30 seconds. The gods have taken over. It's 550 people. I guess that'll teach humans, you know, you never fight a god. How many of you guys actually saw that outcome coming from the beginning? I mean, one person versus 100? I understand that they're gods, but I never thought that in 100 years they could catch up. Maybe I'll try it again with 50 sometime. Let me know if you guys would be interested in that. Not 50 people, but 50 years, you know, before they start war, so that they're not as big or as advanced. Anyway, I hope you guys dug it, even though the battle was short. Till next time, this is Aces High. I love y'all, and I'm out.